The flicker started 3 nights ago. You know how LED bulbs sometimes stutter before dying? I told myself that's all it was, but now I sit here, spine pressed into the couch corner, watching the hallway light pulse like a heartbeat. It's the silence that gets under your skin first, not the absence of sound, the wrongness of it. The AC should rattle when it kicks on. It doesn't. The neighbor's terrier, who barks at delivery drones like they're hellhounds, hasn't made a peep since sundown. The steam rising from the mug felt colder than room temperature. Physics doesn't work that way, but when I held my palm over the rim, my wedding band fogged. The flickering stopped an hour ago. Now the hallway just dims. Like someone's leaning against the switch, testing how much darkness I can take. The shadows under the bathroom door stretch further each time. My phone died while Googling electric surges paranoia. The charger, plugged in snug, hums faintly. I yanked it out. The hum stayed. 1 drop, metallic. Red seeping into the sink's white porcelain. I dabbed it. Water, clear. When I looked up, the hallway mirror showed my reflection still staring at the sink. The front door's unlocked. Car keys gleam on the entry table, but the porch motion sensor light hasn't turned on once, not even for moths. 13 seconds of dimness. 14. 15. 15. My thumb rubs the wedding band, friction heating what physics says should be warm. It stays cold. The dimming lasts 19 seconds this time. I count the spaces between my ribs expanding. The mirror won't look away. My reflection's hands stay curled around an invisible mug, knuckles bloodless. The real mug sits abandoned on the coffee table, ashy with dried tea rings. Another drop. Now from the ceiling? The bookshelf? Sound splinters comes from everywhere. When I lift my hand to wipe my mouth, the reflection's fingers dig into its own throat. Static blooms in my molars. The charger shouldn't be humming disconnected from the wall. The hum migrates, not in the air, behind the sternum. Coffee table trembles. Not trembles. Pulses. Pred light bleeds through my closed eyelids. Car alarm? But no. The keys are here. The car asleep in the driveway. Red means the front door's open. Doesn't it? The door was unlocked, I whisper. My voice returns from the hallway, deeper, wetter. 27 seconds. It's not dimming anymore. It's not coming back. Red light bleeds through my closed eyelids. The arithmetic feels implanted. A foreign thought! A gulp of cold saliva bleeds down my throat. The reflection's lips peel back in a grin, but I'm not smiling. My teeth ache where metal meets bone. That static now a locust drone. The red isn't right. Arterial, fresh, refrigerator light, crimson. Front doors don't bleed that color when left ajar. I whisper, open your eyes. Eyelids strain. The room wears a film grease on a fever dream lens. Ceiling fan blades carve the red into flayed ribbons. The reflection writes letters in the condensation, Y-O-U. The U smears into a hooked curve, a fishhook, a noose. My breath steams in the July heat. Floorboards sigh behind me. A wet inhalation, not mine. The mirror frosts over completely, shapes unspooling beneath the ice. The charger hum swells into her voice. Don't be silly. In a kitchen bathed in ordinary yellow light. Air smells of copper and burnt hair. A draft lifts the hem of my shirt. Freezing. The blue-veined cold of a hand that never learned to warm itself against another. A breath cracks through the ice-crusted mirror. Featherlight. Rotting mint and mothballs. I know that breath buried in photo albums, in the wool of winter coats left hanging long after she stopped needing them. I don't turn around. Rules of the dream, facing it makes it solid. But the cold hand slips beneath my shirt now, spidering up my spine. Fingernails press. No! Thorns! Splintered rose stems. Blood pearls where skin splits. Look at me, whispers the mirror. My own voice, rusted. Chargers scream in the walls. Her chuckle unspools again, warped. The melody of a music box left a warp in an attic. Sssss. Cutlery clinking, Sunday broth scalding the stove. Eat, she'd say. You're getting thin. Teeth click behind my ear. Closer. 2 joints of a finger brush my neck. I flinch. Don't move. Don't breathe. And the mirror fissures. Not cracked glass. A hairline split in the world oozing yolk yellow. Braces. Orthodontic metal cobwebbed across molars. My teeth. Age 12.esh. Mother. I whimper. Involuntary, infant-voiced. The split widens. Her dentures float there, plaque brown, gum still threaded with suture. They part. Let's brush, darling. Hum the teeth. My jaw locks. The toothbrush materializes, pink plastic, bristles fossilized with old paste. My arm rises, puppet choppy, guided by invisible strings looped too tight. Dentures clack. Circular motions, sweetheart. Beetle legs stir in the sink drain. Blood blooms on my tongue. I spit into the basin. Black seeds. The water swirls clockwise, pulling strands of saliva into a shrinking vortex. My reflection blurs, cheeks hollowing, hairline receding, until it's her runoff, iris stare. Red light seeps through cracks, not light-thin arterial strings, stitching my ankles to the tile. The toothbrush handle splinters into vertebrae. The ceiling puckers. A moist suction sound. Plaster becomes membrane, translucent and pulsing. Shapes move behind it, small shapes. Velvet pressure clamps my skull. The walls exhale mildew. Something touches my molar. Snip. Orthodontic wires unspool from my gums, coiling in the bloody sink. Her laugh vibrates through the metal. My tongue prods a fresh gap. Open wider, croon the dentures. My mandible unhinges with a pop. The ceiling membrane splits, slick, amniotic. Tiny hands push through, skeletal and gleaming with fluid. Their fingertips brush my scalp, each touch leaving trails of cold that sink into the marrow. I want to scream, but my vocal cords hum like plucked piano wires. My ribs crackle inward, collapsing like a spider curling its legs. Orthodontic wire snakes down my throat, hooks onto something vital. Pulls. No pain, only the tug of meat parting from meat. The sink overflows with crimson beetles, their shells iridescent as they clatter against porcelain. They carry away my spit, my teeth, my choked sobs in their pincers. The dentures float upward, click into position where my jaw used to be. Plastic melts into flesh. I taste wintergreen and menthol cigarettes. My remaining eye swells, bursts. Pus trickles warm, and through the remaining socket, I see the bathroom walls peel back like gift wrap. A rib cage of yellowed wallpaper beams. The house's heartbeat thrums beneath my bare feet. There, whispers the mirror, fogging with my borrowed breath. The children above coo, their hands weaving my hair into gray corkscrews. My reflection winks, jaunty, practiced, then turns away, stepping into a hallway that stretches into throat darkness. Fingernails pedal off, one by one. A final molt. The light bulb dims. I lean close to the drain and whisper, the first lie mothers teach, "I'll never leave you!" The water stills. My bones forget my name.